Hey everybody, it's Lark here, back with another episode of World of Murlocraft. Last time we had managed to get to level 4, and we got to kill our first few Murlocs, which is a lot of fun. Now I'm back, I'm still level 4, I got my sword and shield in hand, but you might notice that our experience and copper amounts and the items that we have might be a little different. And that's because I've taken upon myself to go ahead and recreate the character and actually make sure that I get back to level 4 in a way that is more ethical and in line with the challenge that I set, forth upon myself. So basically everything's the same, but there's, a couple of differences in just the experience total and the amount of money I have. No big deal. It's really, really a small thing. So yeah. And that's level 7. Can't really be fighting level 7s. Hopefully Cordy can save me here. Just take it. Take the Murloc. Take the Murloc. Sweet. I will not get... Yep. I did not get XP. I didn't hit it. I didn't enter. I didn't tag it. So, it doesn't matter. I want to make sure mostly... pretty much any buff I have is one of my own. I don't want buffs from other people. There's actually a lot of people playing right now. I have a feeling that might be related to the large amount of botting that there has been recently. Arcane crystals, their price has gone down to like 35 gold each on Bigglesworth. So it's certainly a thing that I'm taking advantage of on my main. I've bought a lot of arcane crystals to get ready for Nax, but nonetheless, it is grim in a lot of ways. It'd be nice if we could start the episode off with a solid kill. It's a lot easier now. It really, really is. See, there you go. We're gonna be getting bonus. Oh, we only got it for 1 kill. Makes sense. But yeah, we'll be getting bonus XP usually at the beginning of whenever I do a recording session. There'll be a little bit of rest experience. I don't think it's gonna be a major contributor or really be something that matters unless I take extended breaks from the game or the series for whatever reason. So generally that's gonna be pretty limited and isn't gonna have a huge impact. It's also completely inevitable and unavoidable. Even if I don't log out and ins intentionally, which I probably will, like, you still get it. It doesn't matter whether or not you're in and in. If you're logged out for long enough, you'll get rest experience. Now, that being said, when you log out and in, you get it much faster and in greater amounts. But it doesn't matter either way. So as you can see, as long as I'm doing my job, making sure I'm doing these pulls cleanly and I don't get way too unlucky, these kills are not hard anymore. I have Battle Shout, I have my toolkit, I know what I'm doing, I have the macros, so that even if I die, I won't lose a lot of durability, So the series is going to be a bit different, Episode 1 was very, like, you see everything that happens. Going forward, it's definitely going to be different, which is obvious. I mean, especially once we get into higher levels, when we start to get gear and we start to get stuff, like, it's just going to become easier. I think it will become harder at some point. I think there's definitely going to be a point where it's like, holy fuck. Like, I can't get a kill to save my life right now. So with all that being said, I think I'm going to go ahead and just cut to each of my Murloc kills for a while until we get something substantial and it requires us or it makes us want to go back to town. So see you guys then. Wow, okay. Literally the first kill. That was funny. This is what always happens, of course. Now, this isn't huge. It's cloth, and it gives 8 armor. But that's still higher armor than what her shield gives. Like, you know, this is like an extra % of damage reduction. I don't know. It's not amazing, but hey, look, we got some gloves now. Look at us go. By the way, something I really want to address. I think this is an important thing to go ahead and get out of the way right now. People in WoW are generally, they want to be helpful. They're sociable, nice people. And so I think it's inevitable what's going to happen. I'm going to be killing a Murloc, and something's going to help me kill it. And as much as I'd like that to not happen, I'm still going to get XP for that kill. I can't just stop them and be like, hey, no, don't. Because like, they could easily like one-shot it, especially at their higher level, right? So I think it's really important to make sure that we understand it isn't going to be perfect, because we don't, you know, we don't have like restrictions put into the game mechanics. There's nothing mechanically stopping people from helping me, or if they do help me, stopping me from getting that experience. Like in old school RuneScape, if somebody helps you kill a monster, like in a multi-combat area, you can't get loot from that monster. You're just no longer eligible. But in WoW, it doesn't work like that, right? There's no game mechanics in place to stop that from happening. So like, if it does happen incidentally, because it will, because this is World of Warcraft and you have other people around, I don't think it's any high crime. I think the point of the challenge is to try to do it this way, generally as a rule. And the exceptions, they're not even really exceptions, they're incidentals, really, more than anything. Prove the rule, right? So with that being said, let's get this show back on the road. Well, that can happen. Guys, don't you love spell batching? Come on. Fuck this game. I'm a little upset. Hey, have you like considered not being an asshole? God damn it. What the fuck just happened? So I was dead, and then he missed. Okay, and I was like, well, I'm still dead because he's just gonna hit me anyway. And then I dodged, and then I was like, well, fuck it, I guess I'm gonna put on my damn sword. And I'm like, I'm gonna die anyway, he's just gonna hit me and I'm gonna lose durability and I'm gonna look like an idiot. And then I dodged, and then I killed him. And not only that, but he dropped a sharpened letter opener, a one-handed dagger that is infinitely better than our weapon. Yeah, we will need to train our we already have daggers, like, unlocked. You know, thank God. I have to train it. I need to get it to 20. That's fine. I'm more than happy doing that. It is official. The macro is changed to reflect our new weapon. This might not seem like a big deal, but it's a huge deal for a couple reasons. It attacks slightly faster, which is nice, but also it just does more damage. Every hit will do more damage than before. The DPS is almost double, like pretty much double. this is crazy for us. You know, this is the biggest upgrade that I've seen so far, of course. This is even bigger than the armor upgrade I got in my first take of this whole thing. So we're probably gonna die a few times. That's cool. I'm not worried about that. We'll get there. We managed to kill a Murloc, even at a very significantly terrible dagger skill, on our second try. That is a good sign for things to come. I don't think we can kill level 7s yet. The math is tough. They have even more health. I'm already very outmatched by level 6s as is, okay? The fact that I can kill them it isn't even guaranteed. It's still not to this day. I have to get lucky, you know, to some extent. It's more like I have to get not unlucky. I can't get unlucky. Odds are on my side now. They weren't forever. Alright, we got Murloc here we can actually kill. Oh, that's cool. Dude, I got PJ'd. Fuck you! No, I didn't do it in time! It turns out once again I killed it. I killed the Murloc. I think? It says I did. The game says I slayed the Murloc. Let's see if that's actually true. Oh my god, I actually killed it. And it had a carpenter's mallet. Which is an even better weapon than what we had. It's just a straight upgrade. It's a level 4 mace. It's the same speed, but does literally just more damage. What's up with these? Also, I got a seashell, which is worth 18 copper, as you might remember. Oh my god. Murloc Killer is gonna be seriously OP. Hey, I got my maces to 9 without dying. I think it's kind of worth the trade-off, because actually, especially with Battle Show to start with, I might be able to just kill it. My unequip, or my equip macro is now changed to reflect our new weaponry. Let's look at this. Man, I'm such a badass. It's like I'm playing Whack-A-Mole, except I'm playing Whack-A-Murloc. Worn leather pants. That's actually the biggest armor upgrade on the account by far. 34 armor. That is essentially added another 3% to the total damage that we're reducing. We can also completely go ahead and destroy these recruits' pants and not feel bad about it at all. Not that I was gonna feel bad about it before, but now there's no reason to hold on to them. Now it's just an absolute waste of resources and time. Goodbye, recruits' pants. You were fucking useless. And I don't even know what to say other than wow, that's big. We have a new shield. It's the same, but a little darker. So that's cool. But it has 75 more armor, which is another 7% of damage reduced. So overall, we've like doubled the damage reduction today. That is a number that matters. And we're going to be seeing that, I think, on the next kill. I'm very happy. We've gotten ridiculously lucky. Within the time of a single level, we've gotten a massive weapon upgrade and a massive shield upgrade, which is so unlikely, especially the shield part. I would not have expected to see a shield this early on as an upgrade. I was mostly wearing the thing just so I had the ability to block, but it doesn't really reduce that much damage. But now, with like a real like bulky shield, the amount of damage that we're taking is reduced by a lot. Also, that thing just spawned in. That was scary. I'm so excited. This is wonderful. Oh my god, I destroyed that thing. It's so sad. We never even got our dagger skill to 20. Like, that's how quick it was. Between the time we got the dagger and the time we got the mace. It's so unfair to the dagger. And there we have it. Level 5. Achieved. Now, that does bring me to a bit of a breaking point. You know, I get to make a decision but what I want to do with the channel and what I want to do with these videos and stuff. What I'm thinking of doing, there's two choices, and I'd like to get some of your guys' input. Would you rather have relatively shorter episodes that don't necessarily, you know, there's nothing too crazy going on. It's mostly just me, you know, getting Murloc kills, talking about it, talking about, you know, whatever. You know, and I was thinking maybe one video per level. Or I could do something a bit more artsy and theatric, similar to what RuneScape content creators do, where every episode has, you know, really significant meaning towards progress of the ultimate goal. That being said, what they're doing, I would say, has more tangible goals that are more interesting. In my case, I'm just trying to hit level 60. In their case, they're trying to do like the RuneScape's just so different. It's hard to compare the two. And I was just trying to get your guys' input on that. You know, should I make shorter episodes that are dedicated more to documenting the process of the challenge, which for each level, or doing something that can span multiple levels, or maybe episodes that are like encompass an entire zone, and don't go into as much depth about, you know, all of the Murloc kills or even all of the items that drop or anything like that. I'm happy to do whatever people think is best. I'm kind of leaning more towards the doing one episode per level. Actually, I think it's more suited to my style of video creation, kind of more of a let's play, more of a let's play than a, you know, artsy you know, experience kind of deal. So I just want to put that out there. Now, we have two skills that we can learn. We were able to learn them at level 4, but we didn't really have the money. Now we have the money. Charge and Rend. Rend is bad. It can be okay, like, the moment you first get it, sometimes, but generally speaking, the amount of rage that it costs is not worth the damage you get. Like, you'd be so much happier just doing a heroic strike. It's not worth wasting rage for a potential heroic strike. It's just really not. That's why I'm gonna be getting charge, and I might not even train Rend, at least for a while. It can be alright, but it just isn't great. So I think it's time. Actually, I can't even sell these. I can sell the letter opener though, but these are not worth selling. And as much as I'd like to go ahead and throw them into a bank, and just hold on to them forever, I think it's, you know, I'd like to keep my bank space, what limited bank space we have, for meaningful items that we will get in the future. There are certainly going to be items that we're going to have forever, weapons that we use forever. I mean, This Carpenter's Mallet might be something we use for a long time. Maybe not, but it's very good. 1.7 speed for the amount of damage it does, especially as a mace. This is a weird early game item that is very good. I'm very happy that I have it. So I'm going to go ahead and make the decision to destroy the worn short sword and the worn wooden shield. Everybody press F in the comments. And the mackerels. I am going to get cooking. I don't know if I can get this cooking recipe though without buying it. So, oh well, maybe. But if I can, professions are and secondary skills are like certainly fair game, but like it'd be really hard to do professions. Now this episode's certainly going to be a lot shorter than episode 1, of course. That's a little bit by design. Episode 1 is a kind of big introduction to what's going on in this series overall. This is, I think, going forward, going to be relatively simple. I don't want to necessarily get too artsy with it. I just want to do this thing. I just want to show myself killing Murlocs, and it's not going to be over excessively grindy. It's not going to just be clips of watching a gnome auto attack and heroic striking Murlocs for 20 minutes at a time. You know, I really only want to show important highlights and in the future talk more about just whatever random stuff is on my mind. Now, of course, over time, the videos are going to get longer if I actually stick to this one video per level thing. That's going to happen. It's going to start happening pretty soon, actually. Even by like level 12 or 13. The amount of experience you get compared to you need to level up compared to the amount of experience you get per mob starts to become, you know, more and more of, it's a challenge, essentially is what I'm saying. I've gone ahead and decided that I think for now this should be it for this episode. This is definitely going to be shorter, but nonetheless very exciting. We got a new fancy weapon and a new fancy, slightly darker shield and some new pants and gloves. I think this is certainly big for the account, and the amount of the strides that we've gotten today were huge. I didn't expect to get all that in one episode, even though it was shorter and simpler. I think really it showed that with Murlocs, it's a matter of RNG. What we get is what we get, and I think that's what makes it really exciting. You know, I could be down in the dumps with just this horrible gear, and I could get a blue weapon or a blue piece of armor with crazy stats for a warrior, right? It could happen. Once I get into the really high levels, I could get purples. I think you can. That would be fun if that's a thing that can happen. It's incredibly unlikely, but it'd be fun. So, I just think there's a lot that this can offer. You know, restricting myself to only weapons and gear that Murlocs can drop. It helps that they're humanoids because they actually drop money and cloth and certain things that beasts like boars don't drop. Their drop table is a lot more forgiving compared to boars. That is for sure. Anyway, that is where I'm going to end it here, folks. If you guys liked the video, please go ahead and give a like and subscribe. Because of YouTube being very smart and knowing how to, you know, curtail their platform to viewers like you have to ring that little bell if you want to be notified of any new videos you make, or else my videos will be lost to the icy cold depths of the YouTube algorithm. Also, go ahead and leave a comment, leaving any feedback you want to give for the video. I'm still very new to this. I know the audio isn't amazing. I'm trying my best, but there's still a lot I don't know. If you guys have any suggestions about anything about the series or the video, I'm very happy to take any criticism. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.